Morning, my lovelies. What it do? What it do? What it do? This is the Virgo goddess, aka the daughters of Zion, aka that topaz gem sapphire, aka that spiker star, the brightest star, the constellation, aka planet base, the tree of life, the health food store coming in the future, aka Virgo networks, the animal planet coming in the near future. Hey, listen, I always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Ms. Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, see things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this, we're going to get right into this real quick. The name of this is called Gurl Bye. He ain't eating. We're going to get into this real quick.
I got my own bitch. I got my own ends. A really moral of the story is this. You ain't thinking this, you ain't sticking this. And I got witnesses. Anything I happen with. They ain't hit shit till they suck their tongue in this.
Gurl Bye. Gurl Bye. Bye, girl. He ain't eating it. Witnesses, Gurl Bye. Let me just say this, right? You know that's Lil' Kim. You know that's Lil' Kim, Not Tonight, off the Hardcore album. You know that song like 30 years old, right? That song came out in 96, right? Because I remember it like it was yesterday, okay? So that song came out in 96 from 2026. That's 30 years ago. You know how loose that pussy's been in 30 years? We talking about 30 years. And keep in mind, even back then, chicks was getting dropped off at school, okay, by the local drug dealers, and the local drug dealers in the hood was knocking these chicks off and popping these chicks off and all that. And by the time high school came, chicks was on their second baby father in high school. You know how many miles that pussy done got from 30 years ago all the way up until now? You know how many miles that pussy done got? And let's just keep in mind, back then price ain't today's market value, okay? Maybe back then he'd eat it back then. The pussy was fresh back then. Even if you had 1, 2 baby fathers, the pussy was still fresh back then. Nigga, eat it. Right? But nah, baby girl, we 30 years in. Ain't no nigga eating that. Ain't no nigga eating that. And witnesses, what witnesses? All the witnesses is dead. Dead or in jail. And the witnesses that's dead, a lot of them had AIDS. So what's she talking about? Ask any nigga you been with. They ain't hit nothing until they stuck their tongue in this. Let me tell you something about chicks like her, okay? Because she's a gang member, okay? Let me just say this, right? These chicks like her, we talking about chicks like her. These chicks don't detox. They don't take no vitamins. They fill their bodies up with sherm cigarettes, dip cigarettes, cannabis, edibles, Don Julio, all these different types of chemicals and stuff from drugs. And nowadays, chicks just don't smoke no cannabis. They popping pills. They doing anything to get high nowadays. Okay? What you put into your body, her pussy smell like all them drugs and Don Julio and all that. That's not a fresh pussy. That's not fresh produce. A nigga want fresh produce. He don't want no stale, rotten, molded produce, 30 years. Produce got all kinds of mold and yeast. You know how much yeast her pussy got? You know how much pussy, we talking about specifically her. And people like her, you know how much yeast her pussy got? 30 years worth of yeast. And you know, sexually active females that bounce around from man to 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 man for 30 years of her life, You know, each yeast infection got a different color to it and a smell. Okay? Yeast got a smell to it, okay? And that yeast, the smell from the yeast, from all the men that she slept with, ain't including the Don Julio, the Sherm dip cigarettes she smoked, the cannabis she smoked. The cannabis alone stink. Okay? What you put into your body, that smell stays there and lingers there. Ain't no man of substance, a worthy man of substance, putting his face in her pussy. That pussy stank and is ran through, and that pH balance is through the sky. Ain't nobody putting their face up in that. What's she talking about? Gurl Bye. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Pussy is ran through, Chad. Ran through. Then you got that dude Candy, aka Will. Okay, he did the remix with what's the name of that? The Nipsey Hussle remix. Last time that I checked, remix with Ash Bash and all that. And the dude Will, the sodomite, he was telling them chicks in that song that he had their baby father. He slept with their baby fathers. He slept with all the gang members. So what man of substance is eating her pussy, and her pussy, she done let niggas sodomites who had they dicks in candy in her pussy. What man of substance is eating her? Ain't no man of substance eating that pussy. That pussy is contaminated. The nigga eat that, he picked his death wish. Nigga eating that. That's not a clean pussy. That's not fresh produce. Again, these chicks like her, they don't take care of themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't honor themselves. They don't do anything with themselves. They just throw themselves away. It's the lifestyle that they live. Sad, sad, sad. Anywho, man, it's that spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation, looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. Gurl Bye. He ain't eating that. That pussy is ran through and through. Let me tell you something. The average chick that was having babies in high school, before she gets 21, that pussy is ran through. So by the time she get 40, it's over. It's a wrap. It's done. Finished. The more you throw your body away, the pussy goes from like this to like this, and it expands and expands and expands and expands. And you talking about some, he gotta stick his tongue in that. He ain't hit nothing till he stuck his tongue in. Ain't nobody sticking their tongue in a pussy like that. Her pussy like that. Pussy lips is hanging and dangling with yeast coming out of it. And Salem cigarettes and Sherm dip cigarette smell and Don Julio and all the different types of pills and cannabis and all that. That's what a pussy smell like. Again, they don't take care of themselves. They don't take no vitamins. These chicks don't take no plant-based vitamins. And the stuff that they put in their body is depleting their vitamin count. So with that being said, they're not healthy. Okay? They're not healthy. Her pussy isn't fresh produce. Any man of a worthy man of substance that's putting his face down on a chick, that's something that that's something exclusive. She ain't nothing exclusive. She a bop. A pass around. All the gang members done hit that pussy and then some. And mind you, all the gang members that's in her group, Fruittown Brims or whatever, Candy done had them. Candy done had them. AKA Will, the sodomite that dressed like a female, the cross-dresser. He done had them. So ain't no real man sticking his tongue in that bop. She must be out her rabid mind. And these dudes don't be claiming these chicks. It's all in their head. They be by their damn self because the nigga ain't claiming these hoes. Anywho, it's that spiker star looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. I'm out here.